Chico and B-Man Show, starring Chico and B-Man.
I've been thinking, you've been thinking about things.
Chico and B-Man Show.
Hello, folks. You've just tuned into the Chico and B-Man Show. I'm Chico.
I'm B-Man.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks. Glad you're here.
Me too. I'm glad. Hey, I'm glad we're here. It's our show. We better be here.
What are you so happy about?
I'm having a good day. You know what I got? I got something better than gold.
Better than gold.
I got something that's better than diamonds.
It better be more valuable than that.
It is. It is. You know what I got?
No.
I got right here in this box. I have the world's most valuable item right now. It's the hardest item in the world, and I got it right here in this box.
You brought it to the Chico and B-Man Show?
I sure do. It's right
What, are
in
you
this
crazy?
box. No. I just want to show the world what I got. You know?
What is it?
What is it? This, folks, this is the world's last Twinkie.
What?
Yeah. When I was
A
going out of
Twinkie?
business, I went and I bought them.
Twinkie?
And I saved it. Everybody else ate this, but I didn't. I put it in this box. I locked this box.
What?
And it's the world's last Twinkie.
The last Twinkie.
The last Twinkie. No other Twinkies in the world except right there.
That's more valuable than gold or
Well, that-
diamonds.
It sure is. Don't get any better than that.
That's worth a lot of money.
Right there. The world's last Twinkie.
That is great.
Well, thank you.
Well, can I see it?
No.
Why?
Well, I don't want to open a box, take a chance for the air to get in there and you know, corrode some of it.
Yeah,
or
but they're
something.
sealed in a little
Yeah,
thingy.
I don't want to take the chance. Let me think about it. Let's bring on they got our guests, and we'll
Okay.
talk about it later.
Whatever.
Let's bring them on.
The Chico and B-Man Show.
We are the Hardin Draw. We're from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Place you know that you ain't never been. Grown at far too young an age to settle in. You ain't gotta go get lost, you've already been found. You ain't gotta find a new song just to find a new sound. Sanctified but never clean. Skin, you've been stuck inside, it starts to sting. You ain't gotta go get lost, you've already been found. You ain't gotta find a new song just to find a new sound. place you know that you ain't never been. You ain't gotta go and get lost, you've already been found. You ain't gotta find a new song just to find a new sound. You ain't gotta go and get lost, you've already been found. You ain't gotta find a new song just to find a new sound.
This song is called Judas.
Lay down your weary head, find peace in promises you break. It's all the same. Find your style in the middle, between the feelings that you fake. It's all the same. No one's lonely, no one's lonely for your love. Your lonely head is sleeping in every altered bed you made. It's us that you blame, but no one's lonely, no one's lonely for your love. Dry blood on the windowsill, and you don't know where it came from. Sky black as a sunburned hill where you wandered for your freedom. I see your body bleed like Judas hanging still. Saw Satan buy your soul for silver lined with guilt. See past the darkest room your loneliness is built. To see the hammer used to break your bones and heal.
Welcome back, folks. If you just tuned in, you're watching the Chico B-Man Show. I'm Chico.
I'm B-Man.
And with us today, we have a kind of a famous guy with us. We have Jeff Dayton with us. And if you don't know Jeff, he's a famous musician, hit songwriter, producer.
Famous guy.
This guy does it all. Juggler? You
Juggler? No, he said Joker.
Oh, Joker.
Yeah.
Anyhow, he's done so much stuff, I couldn't remember it all, so I wrote it down on a piece of paper. Do you mind if I just tell the world here just a couple of good things about you?
It won't take long.
Highlights of your career, right?
Highlights.
Jeff has played at the White House, right? Who was in office in those days?
Papa Bush
Papa Bush, okay.
and Barbara.
He played the Grand Ole Opry.
Yes,
Wow.
I did. I played there with Sarah Darling. Wonderful, wonderful artist.
Okay, yes.
That's awesome.
Late Night with Conan O'Brien.
That when I was with Kenny Chesney. We had a great
Now
time.
you're on the Chico and B-Man Show.
Yeah,
I know.
Chico, it don't get better than this.
It doesn't. And the two tallest hosts in television. Look at these guys. And I'm 6'11". So what about these guys, huh?
Songs that you had people record, just George Strait recorded some of your songs, right?
Wow. Ka-ching.
Doug Stone,
Doug Stone. great.
Sarah Darling.
Sarah Darling. Wonderful Sarah again.
Yeah, a few more. Now, you've played guitar with or worked with these people. I'm assuming you play guitar with them. Vince Gill,
Wow. He's no
Dizzy
slouch.
Gillespie,
Dizzy Gillespie.
Yep.
Bo Diddley,
Did he have a square guitar?
Yeah. All the stuff is, yes, it all applies.
Wow.
Buck Owens,
Yeah, Buck Owens.
Willie Nelson,
Willie.
Yep.
the guy I remember from my youth, Gene Autry. There's
Yeah.
not too many people in town
What?
can say that. Gene
And
Autry.
Pat Buttram at the same time.
Oh, okay. And Toby Keith and a whole lot of other folks.
It was fun.
And as a producer, right, you worked with the Kingston Trio.
I have.
Right? We all know those
My
guys.
goodness. Scotch and
Buck Owens.
Yeah.
Scotch and something.
Scotch
Scotch and soda.
Soda, that's
Yeah.
it.
Puff the
My
Magic
favorite
Dragon.
one of theirs was
That was
the
Peter, Paul,
MTA
and
song.
Mary.
Empty, yes.
Did he ever return? No,
That's
he
a
never
Boston
returned.
song. Yeah, get him off the MTA.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
MTA.
He went down to the Scully Square station.
That's right.
What about Tom Dooley? Was that Kingston
Yes,
Trio?
it was.
Okay.
Coming down your
Wow,
head.
we're
Tom
digging deep here.
Dooley. That was my first
Let's
super
get-
group when I was a kid. And you know what's funny is I got to know Al Jardine from the Beach Boys. And this is more name dropping, so watch your toes. But
It's all right.
Al said that they got the idea when they were early as a group to wear white pants and striped shirts from the Kingston Trio because they wanted to be like those guys.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And that's how the Beach Boys
I-
got their striped shirts
That's
and white
Well,
pants.
those
Yeah.
are good people to look up to.
They did all right with it.
And also, you worked with Glenn Campbell.
I
right?
did.
And
Wow.
you toured with Glenn Campbell. You toured with Glenn for 15 years.
Best 15 years,
amazing.
just
that must
amazing.
have been
time.
incredible.
It was,
Oh,
it
my
really was.
goodness.
We have a million questions, but I got one I want to ask.
Huh?
You played guitar, right, with Vince Gill and Glenn Campbell, who I happen to think, a couple of the best guitar players
Pretty
ever.
good guitar
Now,
players.
how good you got to be to play guitar for those
Too
guys?
shabby.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the truth is they got to have a sip of water now and then, so when they're not playing, I can jump in there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I really felt
That's
like
really awesome.
just a lucky hitchhiker on that gig.
Yeah,
It was an
that's
awesome
good.
time.
Hitchhiker.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we had some great times just all around the world and doing wonderful things. And you learn so much being next to guys like Glenn Campbell and having guys like Steve Wariner on stage with you, or great pickers. So it was a lot of fun to kind of just absorb and be in the room with them as much as it was to play with them.
That's great.
What
Fantastic.
about the chicks?
Yeah. We
Tell
want
us
to hear
about the
those
good
stories.
stuff.
too.
Yeah,
Look at that, huh?
we'll talk about those stories afterwards.
Off the air.
That would be the Colonel Sanders story. then, right?
Oh.
What do you got going on right now you can share with us?
Well, I've got a new record out.
Oh.
It's called Play Your Heart Out. And
Nice.
I've got some wonderful friends on the record, and it's a big, wide variety of stuff. But
And it's coming out.
actually, I don't know when your show's going to air, so let's just say it's out already.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. You think we're that slow?
I don't know.
Sooner.
You never
We'll-
know.
we'll find out.
Okay. Well, I mean, when you tape a version of an episode in Nashville, it takes a couple of months for that to get out too. So you never know when it's
Yeah,
going to
we're
air.
on the same party with Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're faster than that.
Actually, I'm on
Fast
Nashville.
saying.
My third episode coming up here, so.
You're on
What?
the Nashville
Yeah,
show?
I'm on the Nashville show too.
Oh.
And I just I did some work in a movie called The Identical, which was taped here. That was shot here this fall. So.
He's a movie star, too.
Who knew?
Nah. Yeah.
Well, now that you know people on Nashville, we know a guy who knows some people on there.
Yes.
So we can tell people that we met somebody, know somebody on that show.
Yeah.
That's
that
show's really good for Nashville.
It is, and they play places like the Bluebird and
They've
Third
used it.
Lindsay, places like that.
5 Spot.
Why don't you
12th
tell
and
them?
Porter. I saw one.
Yeah, I did.
Tell them about the Chico and B-Man.
Tell them all about it.
Tell them you're
Come down
missing
to
the underground in
Tennessee
Nashville.
State, Nashville State. I mean, you know.
Yeah. With all these young people, just before the stars are on this show,
Yeah.
that's where they make an episode out of.
Oh yeah,
Chico and B-Man.
they love Nashville, and a lot of them have hoped that this show's going to run for years because they've bought homes here. I mean, the
wow,
cast and
look at
crew
that.
just really love Nashville.
Yeah.
They honestly
well,
do.
the show's doing
great.
well.
Yeah,
you know,
it
so.
is.
Really
Anyhow, Mr. Jeff, how about singing us a couple of your songs? Will you do that for us?
I would be honored, guys.
Well,
thank you so much for
thank
having me on the
you.
show. By
Hey,
the
thank
way.
you for coming.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
But stay tuned. We'll be right back with a couple of songs
Excellent.
from Jeff.
Great.
Aloha. Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Dayton. Got a brand new album called Play Your Heart Out, and this is one of the songs from that record. Don't get me started. Don't get me wanting you. Don't get me thinking about the things I'm wishing we could do. Wrapped up in cotton sheets with moonlight all around, and blue jeans and high heels laying on the ground. Don't light a fire where my hopeful heart is. Don't get me started. It happens every night as soon as you walk in, and you're always looking better than you've ever been, with that perfect smile and your lips so sweet. Yeah, you don't know what I know they could do to me. Don't get me started. Don't get me wanting you. Don't get me thinking about the things I'm wishing we could do. Wrapped up in cotton sheets with moonlight all around, and blue jeans and high heels laying on the ground. No, don't light a fire where my hopeful heart is. Don't get me started. And then it starts again, and I lie awake at night, and wanting what I feel, what I see in your eyes. So I pick up the phone and put it down again, 'cause I don't want to hear you say you're still with him. Don't get me started. Don't get me wanting you. Don't get me thinking about the things I'm wishing we could do. Wrapped up in cotton sheets with moonlight all around, and blue jeans and high heels laying on the ground. Yeah, just you and me in paradise uncharted. Yeah, with all the world around us disregarded. No, don't light that fire where my hopeful heart is. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. This next song is one that came to me in about 20 minutes. I love it when a song just jumps right out like that. I stopped for lunch at a meeting 3. This old man sat down next to me. He started up a conversation. He looked me right square in the eye, said, "What have you done with your life? Or did you waste it like you were on vacation?" I didn't quite know what to say, but he kept talking anyway. He said, "I got me 5 kids and 3 ex-wives. I know you didn't ask me, son, but what I wish I'd never done is throw those days away like melted ice. And I spent half my life trying to kill myself, the other half trying to save my skin. But there comes a time you see through clearer eyes. So tell me, boy, which half of your life are you living in? Before I could make my excuse, he said, I can tell just to look at you. You get bulletproof and 10 feet tall. You get that whiskey in your hand and think you're a smarter, stronger man. Well, that's the lie that hides in the alcohol. And I spent half my life trying to kill myself, the other half trying to save my skin. But there comes a time you see through clearer eyes. So tell me, boy, which half of your life are you living in? When you're young, life looks like it goes on forever, but it sure looks short looking back. I think of all those things you put off till tomorrow. Sometimes you ain't got time for that. I closed my eyes while his wits hit home. Then I looked up and he was gone. I never did ever see him again. But ever since that afternoon, I asked myself a time or two, which half of your life, yeah, which half of your life are you living in? Which half of your life are you living in? Thanks for listening, everybody.
The Chico and B-Man Show.
And now, it's time for Abigail's Tales.
You know, even if I forget the words, the melody of our moment will cling to me through humming, whistling, and soft tears at night beneath stars that you and I named one by one. You and I, so valiant and sweet, bone, sinew, flesh, we the sparking and breathing daughters of Eve, precious and warm, come from the wilds of paradise, our eyes set to dancing, singing, and knowing. You are my fiercest, moving like a mother wolf through the iced and black forest of winter, hunting the evils and making the necessary kills of survival, soon to dance in full view of the moon alone with the caribou caught for her pups. I am so sure of you. You are my gentlest, curling beside me with a sigh, and the trembling you've ignored, taking over your small frame, here in the cave of my arms, safe beneath my chin, is a place in which your heart can bleed. And you know that, if ever you needed me to hunt evils, I would turn tawny yellow, brilliant and predatory in full view of the sun, your older sister, a lioness, with only half of your wolfish wisdom, bursting with the passion you temper. You are my best, and as I curl beside you to gaze at our stars, we turn back to young girls, sisters come from the wilds of paradise, so valiant and sweet.
Abigail's Tales.
Welcome back, folks. If you're just tuning in, this is the Chico and B-Man Show, and I'm Chico.
I'm B-Man.
And what I have in this box, folks, is the world's last Twinkie, and it's locked, and nobody can get in there but me. I got the key.
And
the last Twinkie in the
I
world.
still haven't seen it, by the way.
Well, that's because I can't show it to you.
The air will get to it.
I don't want the air to ruin it. You know.
Ruin schmooin'. I want to see it. I want to eat it.
I can't open it. I can't open it. You have to trust me.
No, come on,
It's in there.
please.
Trust me.
What am I getting? It's in a plastic wrapper. Nothing's going to happen to it. It'll be protected.
All right, I'll show it to you.
Woohoo!
I'm only going to show it to you for a second.
Just once.
All right.
Sorry, Bugs, but I can only do this once.
You ready?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I saw
it
it. I saw it.
The world's last
The
Twinkie,
last
and you saw it
Twinkie.
where?
Here on the Chico and B-Man Show.
That's right, folks. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll show it again next week.
Wow, I can't believe it. I'm sorry.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you. Good night.
See you later.
What's on your mind?
Is that okay?
That's great.
What's on